COVID-19, Megathread, week of April 9th–April 15th. What's a scary or disturbing fact that would probably keep most people awake at night?
Your sneeze is so powerful it can rupture your throat. Here.
There are a fair number of missing nuclear weapons.
As a person dies, your sense of hearing is the last sense to be lost. You are far more likely to be murdered by someone you know than a stranger.
The frontal lobotomy was performed with no anesthesia and it was an outpatient procedure.
When swimming in stagnant water you could inhale an amoeba which eats its way through your nose and then eats your brainstem.
What's the most ridiculous reason for which you've been dumped?
She found out the truck I was driving was owned by my mom.
Made a girl smile too much. She had braces and it cut up the inside of her mouth.
One of my exes dumped me saying that he wanted to be like Paul from the Bible.
I'm not ready for a relationship. I thought it was a bad time to bring that up since we were engaged and had been together for almost 2 years.
Which deceased person, if brought back to life, would be the most surprised to learn they became famous posthumously?
Alfred Wegener, who invented tectonic plate theory. No one believed him until long after he was dead.
The poet John Keats, who died at 25, convinced he'd been robbed of a chance to make a significant contribution to English literature. His gravestone literally reads, "Here lies one whose name was writ in water."
Herman Melville, author of Moby Dick, he was considered an unsuccessful writer while he was alive. He only managed to sell about 3,000 copies of Moby Dick in his time. Now it's one of the most well-known classics.
Redditors who have decided they don't want to have children, what is your reasoning? Serious.
I had to raise my brothers. I got the free trial and want none of that shit.
It is my belief that if you are going to have kids you should love them unconditionally no matter what. I have conditions.
Simply put, kids annoy me and I probably wouldn't make a good father.
I like sleep, a clean house and not having to be responsible for someone else's emotions.
What's the kindest thing a stranger has ever done for you, without asking for anything in return?
A stranger bought myself and my ex dinner on Valentine's Day and the waitress said he was so happy to do it. I guess he was a widower, and doing a kind thing was enough to keep him happy through tough times. Thank you, stranger.
Some old couple gave my son 50k tickets at the arcade. The husband was dying, this was their last trip, and had been collecting tickets for over 10 years.
When I was 19, had a flat tire and a kind stranger and his daughter were walking past and the dad stopped to change my flat without any hesitation. After that, I asked my dad to teach me and have helped people change their tire.
Serious, what is something you need to vent on but you don't do it for fear of being judged? What cancelled show deserved better?
Pushing Daisies. Still upset.
The OG Teen Titans show that had amazing storylines, maturity, and awesome animation.
Better Off Ted. And with an E. Has a whole movement RN on Twitter to get it back.
Freaks and geeks. Invader Zim. Yes, it got a movie, but I was really disappointed that it wasn't a show. Bored to death.
What do you daydream about?
Tilda my fictional universe. Tilda nothing.
A life where everything is okay. I'm not rich, but I'm not struggling. I just chill with my wife/husband/children and love them and work and just live a content life. It doesn't have to be perfect. I just want to live.
I daydream about being a home husband with a loving and caring wife.
I have arguments with myself in my own head about what to do when I stop daydreaming.
That I'm a superhero who saved the world from evil.
I dream about how great it would be to have a family with my favorite person in the world.
If dogs had a 911 hotline, what dog emergencies would they call it for?
Dog farts himself awake, help terrorize someone in my house. Hello, Child Protection Services? I was refused a third helping of food. Yes, now that you mention it, they could be trying to starve me to death.
911, what is your emergency? Dog, the dog walking past my house peed on the bush in my yard. 911, oh heck. Dog, oh heck.
My best buddy left me alone. He has been gone for at least 5 minutes. He said he'd be back later. What does later mean?
Help, the vet stole my balls.
There seems to be a squirrel outside and I would like them to be apprehended for unspeakable crimes.